Hello, everyone. This is Jim Biringer here, NHLRumors.com. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the link below to hit the subscribe button. Today, we're talking about the Columbus Blue Jackets defenseman David Jiricek. Over the weekend on Saturday, I wrote an article for RG Media saying that, according to a source I spoke with, that the trade was imminent, the trade was coming. It was just a matter of when David Jiricek was going to be traded out of the Columbus Blue Jackets system and traded to another team. Teams that the source cited were the Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators, and they were looking for a change of scenery, similar to what we saw with Dante Fabro with the Nashville Predators as he was picked up on waivers by the Columbus Blue Jackets. And they have a lot of defensemen that they could move. Ivan Provorov's another name. It came out Saturday morning. That night, Elliot Friedman, Sportsnet on Saturday headlines confirmed the report that teams have been calling about David Jiricek, including the Edmonton Oilers. Then on his 32 Thoughts podcast, he confirmed that the Minnesota Wild, Edmonton Oilers, Nashville Predators, Philadelphia Flyers were teams that were interested. Frank Saravelli of Daily Faceoff was on Sportsnet 650 out west on Monday night, saying that a trade was imminent, could be coming, but the Vancouver Canucks were not involved in the deal. There had been a report out there that said the Canucks had traded for David Jiricek. However, that was not the case. In fact, this trade, it could happen. It could have happened Monday night. It didn't. Reports are it could happen as early as today, Tuesday. Again, the American Thanksgiving is coming up this week, later in the week. So you have to wonder if they're going to try to get it done by Tuesday, Wednesday. If not, it's probably going to wait. But the trade is coming. Dave Pagnotta, the fourth period, also said that the Anaheim Ducks were involved. Again, they're looking to move out a player that was drafted by Jarmo Kekalainen, no longer the GM. Drafted 6th overall, 2022. Remember, Shane Wright dropped in that draft, and he was taken by Seattle Kraken. Jiricek was a player that fell to them because of how everything was aligned, because Yaroslav Koski goes number 1, Simon Nemec goes number 2, then Wright goes down, and then they go to David Jiricek. Is that the player that they wanted? Did they want Shane Wright? Could that be a 1-for-1 trade that happens down the road? Who knows? But the Blue Jackets are looking for offensive talent. They're also looking for a reclamation project, too. A kid that hasn't developed yet, similar to Dante Fabro, right? And the Nashville Predators gotten rid of a ton of first-round draft picks, either via hockey trades or just because they didn't let the timeline develop the right way, as Craig Button used to say, and said it through Bob Gainey. This is a similar situation. Problem is, he was promised NHL minutes. He's not getting those NHL minutes. He's down in the AHL. He did score a game-winning overtime goal on Sunday. His trade value is going up. We know he could be a top 4 defenseman. The question is, who has the pieces? I mean, look, I think people in Montreal would love to have David Jiricek. It's just, where would he fit in this team, and what are they giving up, and what does Columbus want from them? And I think that's the package. And as Saravelli said on Vancouver radio, there's about 5 to 6 offers out there. The question is what's the best one and how they want to do it, because they do want to make a hockey trade. Imagine, again, spitballing here, imagine Trevor Zegras goes back to Columbus. That's kind of a player that they need. But again, is he part of the Anaheim Ducks core? Not really sure about that. Maybe he's not a Pat Verbeek guy. So David Jiricek, this trade, it's coming. We just don't know a matter of when it's coming, because it's not a matter of if anymore. It's a matter of when. Does Don Waddell, the GM of the Columbus Blue Jackets, want to move this player out and get something of value in return? And again, this team's right in a wild card spot, right in the Eastern Conference. You could say it. They're overperforming. A lot of people thought that they wouldn't be playing as well as they have this season, considering what happened at the beginning of the year. Just awful tragedy. But Don Waddell's always looking to improve his team, similar with every GM around the league. So, again, Jiricek's out there. Where he goes is who has the best package, because the Edmonton Oilers don't really have a first-round pick. They're going to have to figure out when to get one to get him in there, but he'd be a good piece considering they don't have Philip Broberg. Nashville's a good spot. They got picks to use, prospects, but do they use him the right way? Does he fit into what Anaheim's doing? Minnesota's got some pieces. The Flyers maybe been ruled out. Vancouver, we don't want to add. There's teams out there that are looking for defensemen. Everybody's looking for defensemen. David Jiricek has the potential to be a top 4 defenseman. It's just not a matter of if. It's when the trade happens. But David Jiricek's time in Columbus is coming to an end. Jim Biringer, NHL Rumors. Take care. We'll be back again real soon. Again, like the video, subscribe, leave your comments below. Where does David Jiricek land?